Gentleman from Virginia have an amendment at the desk.
Mr. Chairman, I have Amendment Good, AMD 008 at the desk.
The clerk will report the amendment.
Amendment to the amendment in the nature of a substitute to H.R. 5129, offered by Mr. Good of Virginia, identifier H5129ANS-AMD_008.
Mr. Chairman, I reserve a point of order.
Point of order is reserved, and the gentleman from Virginia is recognized for 5 minutes on behalf of this amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hope that the recent bipartisanship shown on these last two amendments will continue and that we can all together support the sanctity of life. I can't support the current legislation as it's presented that lays the groundwork for federal dollars to be used to harm our most vulnerable, precious, innocent life in the womb. The bill includes a vague provision that allows taxpayer dollars to be used for programs, projects, and services to, quote, address health needs and improve health and well-being, and for, end quote, and for efforts to, quote, identify and respond to physical and behavioral health challenges, end quote. While supporters of this bill will argue that these funds aren't required to be spent on these activities, they cannot and they will not guarantee these funds won't open the door to support services or assistance for abortions. And worse, if the Democrats got their wish and the Hyde Amendment was eliminated, this could create a backdoor to pay for abortions with federal dollars. The growing hostility in this Congress toward the Hyde Amendment, combined with the majority party's larger pursuit of abortion on demand for any reason, any time, is alarming. And those of us who value life must be vigilant in our efforts to ensure program dollars authorized in this committee are not allowed to be used for abortion or abortion services. My amendment would protect taxpayers from being forced to pay for abortions, even if Hyde were somehow repealed. A recent Marist poll found that 54% of Americans oppose using tax dollars to fund abortion. We are winning on this issue, and Americans are increasingly recognizing the science of life. In the recent pro-life marches that are being held in this city and other places throughout the country, it's the young people, the pro-life generation, the high schoolers and the college students that are turning out in increasing numbers and dominating the attendees because they are the pro-life generation. They've seen the ultrasounds of their siblings and of themselves, and they recognize the science of life. We should not force taxpayers to violate their morals or their strongly held beliefs, and my amendment would ensure they will not do that. We have no greater responsibility in government than to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and that certainly includes, again, innocent, precious life in the womb. And so I hope that my colleagues can agree to support that and support this amendment, and I yield back, Mr. Chairman.